Hey everyone, Ink here. So yeah, I've sped the video up 2 times because I don't want to do commentary for 25 minutes. So you'll have to enjoy. This is my TCC challenge run for Jack's event, which I'll be honest, it was really easy. I'm looking forward to potentially doing the extreme version that is not released yet, but. Just to go over who was banned, they banned all the synergy characters, so Jack, Ramza, Ignis, and Sync, and then they banned a bunch of tanks. Again, Galuf, Zac, and Snow will probably get banned for always. A bunch of healers like Pinello, Aerith, Hope, and then Edge also got banned. He's a tank, and Leo got banned because, well, he is amazing, as I often point out. And then Aranea is, of course, banned. So anyway, for my team comp, I wanted to use a tank, and my only other tank remaining is Celes, and I love using Celes. And so I was trying to think of who to use alongside her. I genuinely love using Shadow for obvious reasons. He's great. And then I needed a third character, and that's where Porom comes in. I feel like she's such a good third slot to throw in any team you want, and she will help them get there. She's turn inefficient, which is probably this is a weird team, first of all. Let me just say, like, Celes taunts the enemy, which means Shadow doesn't get targeted. But the enemies, a lot of this wave, they have one set of all attacks, but in the next wave, they have a lot. So that's why I thought Shadow would do really well. But you'll see that I actually don't even intend to keep Taunt up on both enemies with Celes because I want them to potentially target Shadow. But yeah, Porom she is an excellent healer. She provides excellent protection for the party. With her HP damage reduction. Her auras are great. That's why I couldn't use I couldn't use Hope or Pinello. They don't work with Celes. Celes has a lot of buffs herself. So Porom just generating everything off of her auras is awesome. It's great, and she's a good battery, which is obviously good for both of these. Celes is often completely capped on Brave. So yeah. This first wave is it's just beat them up and don't really worry about anything. It's really the next wave that's tricky because they will debuff you with turn rate down. I hate that boss name because I can't take it seriously. They're called Flutter Jellies. It sounds like a kid's toy. But anyway, they debuff turn rate down. And when they're in their concentrating stance, you can't delay them. And they will do Spinning Blades Plus, which generally is going to deal like 9k to your party. And so, yeah, that's why I wanted Porom here to like keep up with the healing. But I feel like you don't need it. This is like ultra safe. Shadow can dodge everything. Celes has Last Stand, and Porom reduces damage. Like, you just have to make sure this team gets there. And the Quistis friend is I brought Ddrox's Quistis because his comment says Ink told me to. Because I said to set Quistis as your friend if you don't have Aranea and you don't have Leo for summon board farming. So yeah, he set Quistis, but she's gonna be unused. I don't need her here. I don't think that this is gonna be worthy of the Extreme Challenge. I imagine they may do another wave of bannings for the TCC Extreme Challenge, but it is really cool, like all the work that Minomark and Kreese are putting into the TCC Challenge now. And then on top of it, Macnol is creating like just such an amazing platform on DecidiaInfo.com for people to do these. I feel like they're really taking off. And if you haven't seen it, if you go to our site and you scroll down to the bottom of any character's page, every chaos run that has ever been recorded and submitted to Call to Arms is actually at the bottom of the page. Like you can look at Cloud's page and see every single chaos Cloud has been running. Actually, I think the best example is going to Charlotta's page, because I think she's been used in nearly every event since the advent of Chaos, which is insane. But yeah, she is. Her hype was well placed. But yeah, so yeah, this the team is perfectly good. Celes tanks. You can see they do a lot of physical attacks, and I just don't care. It's fine. There's a notion that Celes needs to face magic bosses, but she's actually fine otherwise, because she batteries herself quite a lot. There's a bunch of points where I pause here, and if you're wondering, like, oh, is he really thinking that long about it? And it's like, no, I'm brushing my teeth. So yeah, that's why I had to speed this up. There's a bunch of points where I just like pause for an extended period of time. But yeah. This is a pretty safe run. I tried to do this without summoning. So yeah, I won't get into spoilers or anything like that. But Porom is just sort of making sure that everyone always stays batteried, and Shadow can basically spam skills, but he's really fast for this team. So, you do have to use HP pluses every so often, and use Shadow Stealth when you just need to keep his buff up, and use his Wild Throw when you want to shave, or you just want to deal a lot of damage. See, like I did it again right there, because he really, I mean, what does he have? 21 abilities. He can use skills ad nauseum if he really wants to. So I try and use the 2 skills and 1 HP plus to get his EX back up, because it does so much damage. But yeah, this is pretty straightforward, as long as you keep the team healthy, and you can protect targets with Porom with her skill too. But I never felt that I really needed to. I tried to keep the defense debuff on a reasonable amount, but the enemies are pretty fast, so they run through her 4 turns of defense debuff pretty fast. But yeah, it's fine. Like, she has 3 uses left, and bosses are probably at like 60% or so. This all works. I'll just talk about random stuff now, because people seem to like that in my last video, so what the heck. I will talk about random stuff. The site's getting updated right now for character boards. We don't know if character boards are confirmed, but I'll just say, like, you look through them and there's so much in common across all of them. So like on our website, for the new ones that they add, which is probably going to be all the protagonists that have EX+, we're just going to put a note at the top and let people know what the notable enhancements are, with a link to Rem's character board, like the full details of the character board on Rem's Dissidia DB site. So that's, I mean, everything that is on our site is funneling off of the work that he's done. He's amazing for the community. But yeah, the character boards will all be at the top. We're not going back and updating infographics, please. We have 14 infographics coming this month, expected. We'll see the live stream, tomorrow. I actually ran this a few days ago. I just hadn't had time to upload it. Work was insane this past week. Really busy. So work is, of course, work is a huge priority. Family, work, health take priority over games for me. Not in that order. Family, health, and then work, I would say. Yeah. And then games. But yeah. So character boards should be really, really cool, really fun. They are very plentiful. So early on, you might be a little tight. If you decide to get a Mog Pass, we may not get that until Alexander's farming in July. Alexander's Ultimate Summon, that's what I was trying to get out. So yeah, that might be a little tight for people. So you probably just want to throw points at whoever you're actively using. Like, my points are for sure. I said Zach. I will give them to Zach also, but first person is for sure Sarah. because she gets a little bit more of everything. And that's the whole theme of the character boards in general, is that they get a little bit more than what they had. So more brave damage, more brave gains, more overflow on all of their skills, which is great. It's all like small stuff, like 5 or 10%. There's nothing like staggering. I would say Zach probably gets, because he has his weird damage modifier when he's targeted. Zach gets a lot, because I think he's going to go to dealing just quad 9s nonstop with like Rush Assault and his other stuff. He also gets a lot of brave gains and everything. I feel like he and Lightning, when you look at Lightning, you'll sit on our site, you'll be like, wait, why does she only get attack and max brave? But she has a lot of different stances, and all of her stances got upgrades on like the brave plus, HP plus, like the skill itself. So she gets so many upgrades. And she also didn't need stats, right? Like she can solo content and still deal 9999. So we're getting to turn 100 here in the game. The turn count is 105. So I certainly didn't want to summon, but I think at this point you can see that Shadow is like, we need the summon window at least to finish this off, because Porom's turn inefficient. And Celes doesn't have crazy damage per turn by any means. I'm literally using Shadow C65 just to like raise damage and such, because it doesn't really matter. On turn 104, gotta summon. So I hope our website will help people pick where they want their character boards to go, and then moving forward, all the infographics, I was just chatting with Dreamy about it, all the infographics will include, we have to assume full character board, or at least 2/3 character board will be assumed, and the third you unlock via EX plus 3/3. But anyway, that was this run. I do hope you enjoyed it. Got score and everything, really fun, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thanks.